Are you a chronic comparer? In the first video in this series, I asked you to take a little quiz with me, and I'm going to give you the answers to that quiz today. So we'll find out. Well, hello, and welcome back to Happy Stuff and Flip, and especially welcome to my new subscribers. I'm so grateful and pleased that you are here. So yes, this is the second part in our Dealing with Social Comparison series. I'll leave a link to the first one here if you didn't watch it, and also in the description box below, because in that first video we did a little quiz. I think it's important that you watch the first video before you look at the quiz in this video, because it puts it into context. We kind of looked at, it was unmasking social comparison, so looking at what it is and why we actually do it. And it might surprise you to know that social comparison is in fact a very natural part of human behaviour. It's only when it takes over that it starts to become a problem, and we're going to talk about that a little bit today. I do want to go through the quiz, but not to worry if you didn't do the quiz in the last video, because you'll get the chance to do it as we go along today. I would ask that you would put your answers in the comments box. I did ask someone who I knew had watched the video and said she'd found it very interesting, and I said to her, oh, well, why don't you put your answers in the comments beneath the video? And she said, absolutely not, she said. I don't want everyone to know that I do this social comparison thing. Well, I hope you don't feel like that, because, as I say, it's a natural part of human behaviour. We all do it to some extent or another. And so before I go on to the quiz, I do want to say that it is a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek fun quiz, but what it does do, it gets you thinking about it and it opens up the conversation. And that's what I wanted to do. So in that sense, the quiz does that for us. So without further ado, I'm going to go through the quiz. And first of all, I'll let you know what my answers were. Okay, here we go. I'll put it up here. So if you haven't done it already, try and do it as we go along. It will help. So as I said, there's quite a few different areas where we tend to be social comparers, and I think it's worthwhile thinking as we talk about it what your triggers may be in terms of your social comparison. Is it usually with people at work? Is it usually body image issues? Is it usually your friends and what they're doing and their lives? Sometimes we have these triggers, so think about that. Okay, here we go then. Social media scroll check. What do? You scroll through your feed and enjoy the updates and then move on. B, you occasionally feel a twinge of envy but shake it off. And C, you find yourself wondering why everyone else seems to have it all together. Did you put A, B or C? Okay, my answer to this was B. But with a caveat here, because isn't there always when you do these quizzes, you're never one thing or the other, you can sometimes be in between. Well, I've said B, but I think envy is too strong a word. I do occasionally think, oh, I would love that, but then I do move on. It's not so much envy, it's just like that would be lovely. So my answer to that was B. Number 2, at a reunion. A, you're excited to catch up and share stories. B, you enjoy reconnecting but sometimes feel a bit self-conscious. C, you dread the inevitable. So what are you up to now? Question. Well, my answer to that is A. I'm very interested in people. I love to hear what they're doing and what they're up to. I really do enjoy that. It helps in my work too, both sides of my professional portfolio, shall we say. So yeah, my answer to that was A. Number 3, fitness feels. You're proud of your own progress no matter how small. That's A. B, you sometimes wish you were You sometimes wish you were as fit as others, but you stay motivated nevertheless. Or C, you compare your fitness levels to others and allow that to make you feel discouraged. Okay, so my answer to that was A. Let me explain why. I'm very keen on fitness, but I'm very keen on my own fitness. And if I do compare at all, I compare myself to the way I was a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a month ago. And I suggest, as far as fitness is concerned, that's a very intelligent way to do it, though I do say so myself. You can't possibly compare. You can look at someone else and see their figure, see their muscles, see their whatever. But to compare yourself with that is an unreal thing to do, because you don't know how long they've been training, you don't know what their muscle responses are, you don't know what their body's like. Whereas with your own body, you know what your body can do, and to see yourself progress is something that I enjoy and that motivates me. So for number 3, I definitely said A for that one. Number 4, career. You celebrate other successes and feel inspired. B, you occasionally wonder if you're on the right path. C, you frequently feel like you're not achieving enough compared to your peers. Now, I know I made a confession in that last video. I was just going to tell you what the confession was, but you'll have to watch the first video if you haven't watched it. But it was a professional comparison, shall we say. And I would change the word frequently here. This does not frequently happen to me. I, in general, believe it or not, I do actually celebrate the success of others and feel inspired, because that's where I get my inspiration from a lot of the time. And we're going to talk about this in the next video. So yes, because I'm ruthlessly honest with myself, and I hope you are too, I answered C to that one. Although, as I say, I'd change the word frequently and possibly put sometimes, occasionally. Okay, number 5. At the weekend, you are content with your own plans, whether it's a night out or a cosy evening in. B is you sometimes feel FOMO, fear of missing out, but you still enjoy your time. And C is you believe that others have a much more exciting life than you do. Now, I answered B for that, because obviously I know in theory, being a positive psychologist and being a totally well-balanced, intelligent person, I should be getting all A's. But I'm not. Number 5 then, the answer is B. And let me explain that, because I gave it some thought, which I hope you do too. That's the point of the quiz. I answered B, that I sometimes feel missing out. The reason for that is both sides of my portfolio career, both with positive psychology and with the interior design side of things. For those of you who don't know, the family business is a kitchen, bedroom, office, living room, furniture, interior design business with which I am heavily involved. That means when we go out to see clients, we generally have to see them at night time, because we tend to speak mainly, our clients are mainly couples, not always, but mostly, who work maybe, and so the only free time they have to see us is at night time or at the weekend, which means our night times and evenings, our evenings and weekends are very often taken up with clients, which I love, do not get me wrong, but it does limit our social life somewhat. And so yes, I do sometimes feel I'm missing out. Okay, number 6, body image issues. You're happy just the way you are. A. B, you often look at others and think you need to lose weight. C, you think you look older compared to your peers and spend a fortune on lotions and potions. Okay, my answer to this was B. However, again, I don't often look at others and think I need to lose weight. I had to answer B here because I know I need to lose weight. However, I know I need to lose weight from a healthy healthy point of view, let me explain that our diet is, I would say it's 90% perfect in terms of health. We do not eat UPFs. As you know, if you've been here a while, Mr. Kitchen does all the cooking in our home, and he cooks from scratch on a daily basis. So we eat 95% natural food. We do not eat ultra processed food. I should do a video on this because I feel so strongly about it in terms of health. However, that's another video. So my diet is healthy, but Mr. Kitchen is an excellent cook, and so the food is delicious, and so my portions are possibly a little bit bigger than they should be. Possibly. So I know that. I do know that. And so I know I need to lose a little bit of weight if I want to be at my ideal weight. So I had to answer B for that one, which means I have 1, 2, 3 Bs, 2 As and 1 C. That's 3 Bs, 2 As and 1 C. So my results then have to be mostly Bs. Let's have a look at what yours are. Okay, I'm going to give you the results. So if you've got your answers at the ready, let's have a look at the results. Now, as I say, this quiz is tongue-in-cheek, but it might just get you thinking. Let's have a look at these results. Mostly A's. Congratulations. You are pretty grounded and focused on your own journey. We're going to talk about this in the next video. You have a strong sense of self and don't let comparisons define your worth. You celebrate others' successes while staying focused on your own growth. Well done. Keep it up. I am very proud of you. Okay, mostly B's. That's me. You are human. You do occasionally compare, but you maintain a healthy perspective. A little self-compassion could go a long way, and I think that's true. I do think that's true, especially when we come to mostly C's. So if your results are mostly C's, obviously, it seems like comparisons might be affecting your happiness. Remember, everyone's path is unique. Consider focusing on your own achievements and practice gratitude for what you do have. So think about the things that you have achieved and where you are right now, and be grateful for that. And in the next video, we're going to talk about how to look at comparison, natural comparison, and see what the benefits are and how we can use it to our benefit. Now, as I say, if you go back over those questions and pad your answers out a little bit, why do you think you feel like that? And really use this to get some good self-awareness going on. But throughout all of this, I would say self-compassion is key. Give yourself a break. In positive psychology, we say permission to be human. The key is that you are aware of something, and the something that you don't like, you can start to change. That's the whole point of doing that quiz and my actually doing the video in the first place. I would be incredibly grateful if you would put your answers down below. By that you can just say mostly A's, mostly B's, and mostly C's. What it will do, it will help the rest of us to know, yes, there you go. We do all do this. And then we can work together to improving where we feel, or where you feel you need to improve. Let me help you to do that. Okay, I'll see you next time. And until then, remember that on the happy stuff and fluff, we're getting happy, living longer and growing younger. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.